In today's video, we're going to be doing a review on the Coil Raiden as well as take it out on the racetrack. So let's get right to it and start off with the review. So the Coil Raiden is an electric car and well, it's pretty quick. So let's first go over the performance of the car. So starting with the acceleration, because it is an electric car, it is blinding fast and very quick. It does not take long and it reaches its top speed in just a matter of seconds. I mean, of course, it's not the fastest car in the entire game, not the fastest electric car in the entire game, but it will put a smile on your face. Next up, moving on to the top speed, and as you know it, electric cars are not really that good when it comes to the top speed, and the same applies here with the Raiden. The top speed of the Raiden, although it can be achieved quite quickly, is very low and not competitive at all. In fact, when racing with other sports cars, especially cars like the Pariah, you will look like you're standing still because the top speed is super duper low as compared to the other petrol cars. But nonetheless, in the city, driving it's awesome, it's amazing, it's enough. But in the highways or while racing in tracks with a lot of straights, it's a bit too low. Next up, moving on to the handling, and the handling is, I'd say, not really the best. I mean, the car, of course, it's very enjoyable to drive it in the city normally, of course without going too fast, that is. But overall speaking, the handling of the car is honestly not that good. It does hold the line, but at the same time with a lot, and I mean a lot of understeer. I actually like to call this the coil understeer. Anyways, it does understeer like crazy, like I just said, and oversteer, well, it doesn't really oversteer that much, but it does oversteer a little bit from time to time, but nothing too serious. But the understeer is, yes, a bit of a serious problem. Anyways, all in all, I'd say that the handling of the car is honestly below average. I really do not like the handling. I mean, of course, it would take a real professional to really get the most out of this car. So if you're just, let's say, maybe a beginner, this car, I don't think I would recommend it to you because it is really hard to drive and master thanks to the understeer. But still, all in all, a pretty fun car to drive nonetheless. And now moving on to the track test and as well as the conclusion, and starting off with the conclusion. And well guys, what do I have to say? The Coil Raiden, an electric car, a pretty good looking electric car at that, and at the same time it is super duper quick. And well guys, this is just my honest opinion, but I actually do enjoy driving the car in the city. It is just amazing. But nonetheless, even though with that, it is not really the best car in the entire game. It has a lot of understeer, and of course it does feel really heavy. You can actually really feel the weight with this car. And now we come down to the big question, and that is it worth it? And the real answer for me is not really. I mean, of course it's pretty quick, but for an electric car also, it is not the quickest electric car in the entire game. Because well, cars like the Virtue, the Cyclone 1 and the Cyclone 2 exists, and those cars are way faster and of course better in each and every way. So yeah, I would personally not recommend it, especially if you are a beginner, because it is a bit of a chore to drive this car. Anyways, now moving on to the track test, and well guys, after a few multiple attempts in the racetrack, I have gotten a best time of 3 minutes and 7 seconds, which is honestly pretty good for a sports car. And then now moving on to the drag race, and basically what we do here is, well, we race in a straight line until we finish the race. And even here, I managed to get a good time of 29 seconds, which is honestly, again, pretty good for a sports car. So there you have it, the Coil Raiden, a very quick, a very good looking car, and a very enjoyable car to drive in the city if you can handle it, of course, but a car that is plagued with a lot of understeer. And well guys, with that we come to the end of the video. I hope you liked the video. Leave a like, leave a comment down in the comment section, and of course do subscribe to the channel. It will really help me out a ton. And with that, I guess I'll see you guys next time.